Today we're going to be talking about phase change or states of matter. If you look at this diagram, you can see that there is an area for solids, liquids, and gases. If you look on the y-axis, you see temperature, and then you see melting point and freezing point that are 0 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And above that you see boiling point at 100 degrees Celsius and 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And yes, melting point and freezing point are at the same temperatures, as I hope you will be able to understand as we look at this diagram more carefully. First of all, let's focus on the solid. You see in the diagram, when you are going up towards the top, that means that there is energy, kinetic energy increasing, and the temperature is rising. And so the solid, where you see the word solid, is actually below zero. But when it gets to 0 degrees, 32 degrees, that is when it starts melting at that point, and you see the word freezing in red. Then you see where it continues, that solid continues to melt, and you see the word in blue, melting. As the temperature continues, then still at 0 and 32, if it is already solid, it's going to begin to melt at that corner. Then as you go up, the temperature starts to increase above 0 and 32, and you have a liquid. Then once it reaches the next corner, showing boiling at 100 degrees and 212 degrees, that liquid stays a liquid for a while. Then as the temperature gets above 100 and 212, it begins to vaporize, and as the diagram continues to go up, it turns into a gas. Now if we start at gas and we're going down, you can see at the same temperatures you have condensation or condensing, when that gas is turning into a liquid, like the air gas on a cold Coca-Cola. As that temperature goes down, you see droplets of water on the outside of the can. That's those the water vapor condensing into a liquid. Then as you continue to go down, the temperature is going down, and you get to that point where a liquid starts to freeze, and then you have the red freezing, and then as you continue to go below 0 and 32, it turns into a solid. You also see the word sublimation, and that is where a solid skips the liquid phase and goes immediately into the gas. And an example of that is dry ice. So you will need to know this chart. You will see it on your science EOG, and you may see it on your next weekly assessment. If you have any questions, please feel free to talk to Mr. Melton. Also, you should be reading in the Red Science Explorer book, and figure 12 also has a diagram like this with explanation. Today we're going to be talking about phase change or states of matter. If you look at this diagram,